My name's Harry Harvey. I opened Salty Dog Tattoo just over 2 years ago. I was always into art and drawing, but really studying tattoo history was where I learned how to draw for a tattoo. That gave me how to put down a clean, solid tattoo, and you can apply that formula to any style of tattooing. It just gives you a structure of how to leave things that's going to age well, it's going to last and hold up over time. Whether it's a realistic style, geometric, Japanese, traditional, whatever the style is, there's a formula that kind of works, and overcomplicating things sometimes muddies things up a little bit. So it's just kind of remembering to kind of stick to your foundations, pushing with your reference rather than your style. Then I guess my style just comes from my personality, I guess. I tried to have a different colour palette, I guess is the thing. I tried to mix my own colours. I like to keep things looking quite autumnal and subtle, but then with one kind of poppy colour to kind of make it stand out at the end. So I've got a lot of browns and kind of earthy tones. I try to not look at tattooing as reference for my drawing. I try to look at more kind of organic reference. So architecture, paintings, go to museums and galleries and try and sketch and take ideas from that. I always try to make it a little bit weird. I guess that's just because I'm a bit weird myself. I guess different cultures had always been an influence. London had so many museums, like the V&A museum, so it had a lot of reference from other cultures. But here is definitely made me think a lot more about Buddhist imagery, and then the crossovers between Hinduism and Buddhism. There's so many amazing artists out there. To get anywhere close to being, you have to really put your heart and soul into it. I think people think it is a bit of a gangster kind of thing. It's quite the total opposite, really. It's actually very geeky and takes up your whole life. If you're thinking about getting a tattoo, you should research the artist that's going to do it and have a consultation. Don't rush into your decision. Get what makes you happy, but also discuss it with the artist. Also listen to their advice as well, what's going to work. So that tattooers learn over time what works and what's going to age well and what's going to sit nicely on your body and what's going to be flattering on your shape, or all these kind of things. It's a collaboration between the artist and the customer, but also check about hygiene, cleanliness. I worked in Stockholm for a while, for a year and a bit, and it's very, very strict there. So you had to do a very intense bloodborne pathogen course, which is basically the same as what a surgeon has to do. What you should look out for is if they're not using disposable tips, which is everything we use here is disposable. We do have an autoclave, which is it's a steam heater, which is the same what you use to sterilise surgical equipment. We just use it just to clean anything else that could have been touched or might have been touched, just to be extra safe. Most people are pretty educated on that these days, but it's just always good to be careful. A lot of people come to get tattooed by me that are heavily tattooed anyway. I guess I've been doing it for a while, so people kind of come to get my stuff, but I'm also really open and really like doing first timers and stuff, and seeing how happy they are to get their first tattoo. I would never say to choose me. I'd say if you like my work, then you should choose me. Pick an artist, whether it's our shop or any other shop here, that you like their work. I think the team I've kind of picked are passionate, fun, growing artists. And you're not doing it for anything else but the love of the craft. Also are cool people to hang out with. So it makes it kind of fun to come to work every day.